This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Simoneau Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players, coaches, officials, staff, and fans for supporting local sports. Enjoy the game. This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Simoneau Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to We Up Summer League here in Ludlow, Vermont. I'm your host, Will Simoneau with TecGym Sports, bringing you some play-by-play action. So here in the girls' middle school matchup, we have We Up Elite mixed with a few players from Valley Elite to help them out. Going against Stampede in black, who I believe are undefeated so far this summer, at least in the middle school division. And they sound pretty fired up about this one. This is something that's really good to see. It happens a lot here at Summer League. Valley Elite and We Up Elite just played each other. We Up Elite short on players today, so they had a Stampede player, Kira, help them out in the last game, and now this time they've got a few from Valley Elite. Let's see who signed on to help out. Looks like we have number 11, Reese Stark. Bringing in some play-by-play action. This is something that's really good to see. It happens a lot here at Summer League. Valley Elite and We Up Elite just played each other. So they had a Stampede player, Kira, help them out in the last game, and now this time they've got a few from Valley Elite. Let's see who signed on to help out. Looks like we have number 11, Reese Stark. number 35, Maggie Hooker. Oh, that's 35, Maggie Hooker. And that's number 5, Bay Sparks. And then the actual We Up players, we have number 2, Riley McAllister, a force under the basket. I believe that's Kendall Hughes, number 8. Then we have Aaliyah Ingram, and a walk-on today, someone who hasn't played at all with us this summer, but that's Anne-Marie Cabal. And then for Stampede, we have 22, Kenzie Brousseau, who you've seen in both middle school and high school division games. That's the same with player going to have the jump here. Reagan Rapinati, number 13. And then we have Cameron Westcott. And of course, Eva Williams, who's having a great summer. Oh, and we can't forget Brindley Snide, number 23. And that'll round out the starters for Stampede. All right, we're just about underway. Here comes the jump. McAllister will win the tip on this one. Hey, there's 2 points on the board for White. Good finish there by 5, Bay Sparks. As Williams is going to take the ball up. Find Westcott. Here comes Brousseau now. First attempt isn't there, but she gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out to Westcott, reeled in by Williams. Good inside ball to Rapinati. Fake the shot, spin around. Solid post moves there. Kicks the rebound out. Great ball movement here by Stampede. Shots aren't landing. And it'll be out of bounds. It's going to be a white ball. Good pass over the top to Sparks. She'll run with it. Eva right behind her. Forced her to take it in just a little hot. Here's Williams with a long ball to Brousseau. And her layup will be good on the left side. Tight defense here with the press. White's prepared for it though. Sparks brings it up the court. And passes to number 11, Reese Stark. Inside to McAllister. So strong under the basket. She's going to try to go up for it, but Rapinati's not having any of it. There's Williams down on the ball. Kicks it out to Snide for a break. Snide's going to go up with it. Not quite there. Williams fighting for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Tough work there by the 7th grader. Here's Brindley Snide bringing in the ball to Brousseau. Long ball to Stark, gets it across to McAllister on the move. McAllister driving to the basket. She's got 2 defenders on her. Tries to get it out to Stark, but it's intercepted by Kenzie Brousseau. And that pass intercepted and then forced. Nice trap there by Stampede, but these Valley Elite players are ready for it. There's Sparks now, trying to find somebody. Gets a little bit of breathing room here. Into Hughes. Hughes clearing out a little bit of space. Wide open is Rapinati. Decides to give to Brindley Stein. And the Springfield 8th grader gets one. That pass is picked off. by Westcott. And Brousseau's layup is good. I think that was Brousseau. Oh, we got a timeout, White. As Coach Cosby's going to try to draw something up. All right, here we go. 6-2 lead, Stampede. As White has a chance to bring the ball in. Looking long to Sparks. She comes down with it. Has to reset. Sparks fires. Very close. Just a few inches off. Every player on White now coming off their second game. Here comes the fresh legs of Kenzie Brousseau. Gets quickly to the basket, maybe just a bit too far underneath, but she'll draw the foul and get a chance at two more. Brousseau's free throw is good. She puts her team up by 5. Brousseau fighting for that rebound, but Maggie Hooker's going to get rid of it. Here's Kendall Hughes now setting up at the top. She's going to end up with it. Out to Hooker. And there's Summer T-Ball. Number 34 came out of nowhere to intercept that ball. Good hustle there by the 8th grader. Here's Brousseau again. Strong layup through contact. She'll add 2 more. Intercepted there by Kiera Sheehan. Looking for Williams underneath, finds Brousseau. Nice pick off there by Aaliyah Ingram. And we up now driving with the ball. Ingram can't quite reel that one in, but it looks like it's going to be off Black. So they'll get another chance at it. Good inside pass to Hughes, but it's deflected by Summer. And T-Ball coming down with a layup off the glass. Good fight there on both sides. And Sparks is going to come away with it as she sets up again at the top. All over her is Eva Williams. And that pressure ends up with another conversion by Summer T-Ball. T-Ball now throws up the alley-oop, thinking maybe Williams can dunk it. She's not quite there yet, though. And here comes T-Ball. Good ball movement here. Oh, but it's intercepted by Hooker. And there's Sparks trying to get by Williams. That's a lot easier said than done, though. As the 7th grader gets the steal, goes in for the layup, and will draw the foul. Here's Snide now. Puts it up, gets the rebound. Back to Williams. Eva Williams with no space to work. Somehow gets that layup up. Good bit of spin there. Here's Brinley Snide for the mid-range. Just off the front of the rim, but it's still Stampede. There's Sheehan with a 3, almost there. Westcott there with the rebound. Thought maybe she had a foul coming there, but it was a no call. And Williams will finish. There's Westcott hustling for it. Here comes Sheehan, nice pass underneath. Westcott almost there. Good idea there on Black. Here's Sheehan again. 3-point attempt, just a bit long. Summer tries to save it. We don't know if she might have stepped out of bounds. Yep, that's going to be a white ball. And here's Bay Sparks. Like a quarterback chucking it to half court. Almost finds McAllister, but it's picked off. Hey, good work there by Summer Tebow. And that's going to be another timeout. We up. (15-2) advantage now, Stampede. So they're feeling pretty good going into this timeout. Okay, here we go. 11 and a half minutes now left in the game. Here's We Up trying to get something going. They've been playing hard here, just not scoring much. There's McAllister going up hard to the basket. There's Ingram with the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off Black, and Wade will have another chance at it. Here's Hughes now. A little bit of space to work. Going to use the screen. Tries to get to the mid-range spot, but Rapinotti's there waiting for her. Here's McAllister now driving to the basket. Might have stepped on the baseline. And here comes Stampede with a comfortable lead, as they often have here in Summer League. There's Rapinotti with a mid-range attempt. Tries to get her own rebound. Good hustle there by the 8th grader. Official doesn't want to go get the ball. He's wondering which team is going to go help him out. Kenzie Brousseau, always willing to put in a little extra work. Chases down the ball. Here's McAllister now, trying to get inside. Fights her way through, but there's a couple of Stampede players there who knocked the ball out of bounds. I believe that was Kenzie Brousseau and Reagan Rapinotti. Oh, and Brousseau jumps in front of that inbound pass. Nice breakaway layup there by the 7th grader from Wethersfield. So opponents in this game, Kenzie Brousseau and Riley McAllister, actually play together during the school season in Wethersfield. As does Cameron Westcott. McAllister now looking for an open player. And here's Brousseau driving to the basket. Doesn't go, but like she often does, almost comes up with her own rebound. Rapinotti kicks out to Brousseau. Here's Williams for three. Just off the back of the rim. Roped in by Brousseau, who quickly got to the other side. Couple of nice moves there, creates space for Rapinotti. Shot just a little right. Here comes Stein. That's really her spot. She likes shooting from the bottom corner, mid-range. That's Brinley Stein, the 7th grader from Springfield. Only Springfield player on this Stampede squad. There's number 5, Bay Sparks, facing tough defense by Eva Williams. Tries to get it through, but there's just too many Stampede players there waiting for it. And Stampede now starting to run away with this one, as they often do here in Summer League. We up though. Still fighting strong. Still trying to make the most of each play. A good inside pass there to Brousseau, who finishes on the left side. Coming back forward to Sparks. Might have to... McAllister with a screen. Helps Sparks get through. Tough defense there by Kenzie Brousseau, taking it away from Cabal. And there's Eva Williams with another layup. And we're going to have a jump ball. As the two forwards fighting hard for it. Here's Sparks now. Still having a good time, still smiling. Always good to see. Here's Brousseau now. Really working that spin move. Uses the momentum to carry through. Good take there by the 7th grader. Here's Sparks now trying to get by Williams. Tough defense though, no room to breathe. Does get it over to Hooker. And Maggie Hooker trying to find McAllister underneath. She does. There's McAllister, has some room now. Second attempt, no good, but there's Cabal trying to help, but gets stuffed out of bounds. This one ought to come up late. No, it's going to be Stampede ball on the baseline. And here comes Stampede. Here's Busso now, going to fire for three. A little long. Good rebound by Hooker, gets out to Hughes, who says there's Brindley Stein with an easy bucket. Stampede now backing off. They're not going to press anymore. Up by 25. Three-point attempt just a little long. And here's Summer T-ball. Good get-ahead pass to Williams. Tries to get it from the left, not there. Good ball movement there by Stampede. Hey, and that's good teamwork there by Black, just the way Coach Rapinati drew it up. And Rapinati's happy to see his team executing just the way they practiced. This group has been playing quite a while together. Both as Stampede and a number of them play together on CBC. Plus, it's really just a couple groups of school players together. You've got Wethersfield and Windsor mostly, with a Springfield and a Lebanon player mixed in. Well, Rapinati's been working pretty consistently with this group. Got to be glad to see him executing that way. All right, timeout. Let's take a quick break. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're back. Hey, there's Williams with the layup. And we're going to have a jump ball, as Maggie Hooker was trying to get inside, but there were two Stampede players there, forcing the trap. That's going to be a wee-up ball. Good pass to McAllister on the inside. Can't get by Rapinati. Here's Williams now. It's room to work. Rapinati, good shot fake. Kicks back out to Williams. Long ball, very close, in and out. Here's Williams now. Oh, McAllister takes it away. Good defense there by the forward. Here's Sparks to Hooker. Back to Sparks. Back to Hooker for the mid-range. Not quite there. There's a rebound attempt by Cabal, but it gets away from her. Here's a fast break. Goes out of bounds on the baseline. That's going to be a wee-up ball. No. It's going to be Stampede ball staying here. And here comes Williams. to Sheehan. 3-point attempt's good. There's Williams with a rebound. Nice little step inside. And a smooth finish. And a giant lead here by Stampede going into halftime. Up by 31. But this team in white, they're competitors. They're fighting through. Trying to make something happen. Good pass inside. There's Aaliyah Ingram. That shot went in, and she'll get a chance at one more. Aaliyah Ingram, the 7th grader from Springfield. Just off the rim, here's Williams. Get a head pass to Sheehan. Nice underhanded layup, and that'll be good for 2 more. "20 seconds left. We up. We'll try to get the last shot of the half. Good defense by Sheehan, though, is going to keep that from happening. And this clock's probably going to run out before anybody gets the ball again. Although Williams is going to hustle and try to get one. Here comes Sheehan for the long ball. Hey, good attempt there. And Stampede got to be feeling good going into halftime with a 31-point lead here in Ludlow, Vermont on a hot Thursday evening. And we up elite. Glad to have a break, I'm sure. Second game in a row in this hot gym. As Coach Cosby is going to try to keep them motivated, keep them out there working. Thanks everybody for watching. We Up Summer League on TecGym Sports. I'm Will Simoneau. We'll see you again after the break.
This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Sonnet Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players, coaches, officials, staff, and fans for supporting local sports. Enjoy the game. This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Sonnet Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players, coaches, officials, staff, and fans for supporting local sports. Enjoy the game.
Okay, we're back now in this second half of We Up Summer League Middle School Girls Division. Here's We Up Elite coming out with some fight. Coach Cosby now trying to keep his team fired up. Got to find something to fight for here as they're down by 31. I imagine he's probably telling them, forget about the score. Second half is like a new game. Hey, and there's two for Reagan Rapinati. Nice mid-range shot there by the forward from Chester. Good attempt on the baseline there, but it's reeled in by Snyder, then put back by, I couldn't tell if that was Eva Williams or Reagan Rapinati. Brinley Snyder, though, bringing the ball down, helping out her team. That's a long attempt there by Bay Sparks. She's thinking about another one. Instead, kicks it inside to Hughes. Here's Sparks again. Gets it to McAllister. Over to Hughes, who's going to drive inside, but it's stolen by Brinley Snyder. And here's Snyder, quickly up the court. She's going for the layup. Not quite there. Rapinati will kick it back out to Kenzie Brusso, who couldn't quite get her feet set before spinning around. Sparks now the hooker. Here's Sparks firing for a deep three, and it's good off the glass. What a shot by number 5. That's Bay Sparks, the 7th grader from Rutland. A Valley Elite player helping out this We Up team. Oh, Brusso runs into McAllister, who's not going to let it by. You shall not pass, she says. Tough work though by Brusso to hang on to it. For Stampede. Here's Brusso for 3. Just off the front. And here's Stein with another rebound. Good movement to create some space. Gets another shot up. Brusso with the rebound. All alone at the 3-point line. Good ball handling there by Brusso. Hey, a nice 3. And the 7th grader from Wethersfield hits again. Stolen by Cameron Westcott on the fast break. Billy Sparks going to challenge that. Let's see which way it goes. work there by Reagan Rapinati, taking it up and then hitting the mid-range jumper. Man, a lot of contact there on Anne-Marie. She somehow fights through it. There's Brinley Stein coming up with another ball. Nice get ahead pass to Cameron Westcott. And she puts in the quick layup. Good work there by the 7th grader from Wethersfield. Here's Sparks now. Couldn't get by Rapinati in her tough defense. And here's Summer T-Ball. Westcott wide open in the corner. Hits the other corner, Brinley Stein. He'll drive a little bit and then kick it down to Westcott. Back out to Stein for three. Just off the front rim, but there's Rapinati for the rebound. Not going to go, reeled in by Riley McAllister. Here's Sparks again. Here's Hooker going up for it. No, sorry, that's Reese Stark. Going up for the layup. And she'll head to the line for two. Reese Starks, the 7th grade from Pittsford. Another attempt here to get some points on the board for We Up, who she's graciously helping out. And it'll be white ball on the baseline. And here comes T-Bolt. That pass coming in just a little hot. Here's McAllister. Working her way inside. But there's Sheehan with the steal. Good hustle by Hughes though to save it. Knocked out again by Sheehan. Lee Stark now, trying to create a little bit of space for a teammate. Sparks will take it in. There's Starks now, finds McAllister underneath. McAllister goes up with it. There's a hand on the ball, she went up, still a pretty darn good shot. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Stampede now, resetting. Kick out to T-Ball. Russo will take it in. Not there, but she'll try again from the other side. Kick out to Sheehan. Finds Stein underneath. Stein thinks better trying to go against the double team, probably a good choice. Stampede, plenty of time to move the ball. No rush here as they're up by 39. Sheehan gets in the way of it. Saves her own tip. Good job getting the ball in there to McAllister. Goes up strong. Here's Eva Williams, but she'll get forced out of bounds. Good work there by Sparks to redirect without drawing the penalty. Sparks will fire deep. She's hit one like that already. Eva Williams jumping up to match the height of Riley McAllister. Here's Kenzie Russo. Good move inside, doesn't quite get there, but Reagan Rapinotti's there for the putback. Not going to land though. Here's T-Ball for three. Just a little long. Here's Williams. Covering in for the layup. Kicks back out to Sheehan. Get ahead to Ingram. Can't quite finish though. Here comes Williams the other way. Here's Russo at the top. Gonna drive in. Nice high gather, but she can't get there. It's gonna go out of bounds. Riley McAllister, what a presence down low. Stopping these Stampede players from the easy buckets. And there's Sheehan, almost. There's Leah Ingram fighting for the ball. That's going to come up late. Here's Sparks now. Surveys. Good pressure by Williams. Good inside pass to Hughes. Too many hands on the ball though. They're going to get another shot at it. Rapinotti's not letting that one come in. She swats it out of bounds. Good work there by the 8th grader from Chester. Long two-pointer isn't quite there. There's T-Ball with the rebound, but she's going to step out of bounds. Good hustle though from the Lebanon player. Oh, are they going to say she was pushed? Okay. Here's Hughes with a good box out rebound. Long shot, very close. By number 5. Billy Sparks. She's going to give up the foul, though, on Eva Williams. I'll tell you what, this kid is fast. It's hard keeping up with her on the open court. She's pretty much always going to get either the layup or the foul. Here's Williams now, trying to get her lead up to 40. And she'll do it. Impressive performance here tonight by Stampede, as we seem to see every week. Solid group here, coached by Brian Rapinati out of Chester. Nice stop and gets her own ball. There's Summer T-Ball. And there's Keira with the layup. Rebounded by Eva Williams. And here's Stampede now running away with this one. But you got to hand it to these elite players. We Up Elite and Valley Elite still fighting right to the end. I'll tell you what, it shows a lot of character to be down like this and still going hard, not giving up. That's what it's all about. Here's Russo now to T-Ball. Kick out to Williams. She's going to get around. Wow, great control there to stop on a dime. Hit that floater of a layup. And T-Ball with another steal. Jumps right in front of it. Good crossover to Williams. Back to T-Ball. Oh! Great teamwork there by Stampede. Back and forth, sharing the buckets. Three-point attempt, very close. There's Hughes with the rebound. Rapinotti's going to knock it away, though. Maggie Hooker due for another three-pointer. She keeps firing. She's going to get one by the end of the night. You watch. There's Rapinotti for the mid-range, rebounded by Cameron Westcott. Rapinotti one more. Westcott's got it again. Back out to Brusso. She's got room to work. Oh! Solid work there by Brusso to get to the basket through traffic. That's one for the highlight reels. And here comes Brinley Stein with a steal. Looking to pass or reset. Hits a nice mid-range. Makes it look easy. Smart move there by Brinley Stein. Rather than trying to hustle to the basket with two defenders on her, she stopped the reset. Good play. Stein almost gets tipped there. Good work there by Ingram. Doesn't quite land. Here's Rapinotti in the middle now. Rebounded by Riley McAllister. Back out to Sparks. Sparks is thinking about three. Gonna use the screen. Oh. Just a little high for Hooker. Stein now, oh, just a little beyond Westcott. Here comes White now with just under 4 minutes left. There's McAllister driving in. Yeah, you might be seeing some of the fatigue set in as this group has played 2 straight games in a very hot gym on a very hot night here in Ludlow, Vermont. At least they have a couple subs in this game. Last game they played every single minute. As did Kira Sheehan before her game with Stampede. Here's Leah Ingram. And here's Kira Sheehan. Kira Sheehan, who seems to be able to run forever without getting tired. There's Eva Williams for three. Roped in by Sheehan over Kendall Hughes. There's Sheehan for the long one. There's Snide back to Sheehan. Trying to get her a look. And there's Summer T-Ball again. Good work there by the 11th and 8th grader. And here comes We Up Elite. Trying to ignore the score and just keep going. Good pass there to Hughes. A little bit of a bump there by Sheehan. This one should come away right. Good kick out to Sparks, who's got a good look at for three. Almost. Grabbed away by McAllister. Not one to mess with when you're going for the jump ball. She's been known to throw a girl if needed. And here comes Hooker. Trying to get by Williams. That's easily said than none. There's Hughes with a good take. In and out. And Williams is going to kick it into Sheehan. And that's going to be a foul out of bounds. No hard feelings though as they shake hands. Here comes Sheehan. There's Westcott now. Oh, stolen by Ingram. Stolen back by Sheehan. Williams going to find T-ball. Good looking shot, but it doesn't land. Nice rebound by Riley McAllister. And here comes Sparks. Nice pick and roll there by McAllister. She'll get to the basket and draw the foul. And the Wethersfield 8th grader goes again to the line. Hey, Riley's first shot is good. We're going to be just about out of time, but they're going to let her finish. Okay, and that'll do it. We Up Elite, you got to hand it to these girls. Showing a lot of character. Fighting through the end. And congratulations to We Up Elite on a 50-plus point game. Thanks everybody for watching. We Up Summer League here in Ludlow, Vermont on TecGym Sports. I'm your host, Will Simoneau. Stick around for the high school division where we'll have We Up Elite, I believe, versus Claremont. Back in a few.
This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Sonnet Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players, coaches, officials, staff, and fans for supporting local sports. Enjoy the game. This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36,